Vinny Caravella.
Alex Navarro.
Are you a squid or are you a kid?
I'm a squid. Squid kid.
This is the correct answer. What? This is Splatoon.
Okay.
Vinny. We're going to play Splatoon live on the internet for everyone.
Okay.
Are you excited about this?
Yeah, those watching the quick look on the site, this was live.
Yeah, we're doing this live.
But not for you who are watching the archive.
Because why the hell not?
So what's a Splatoon?
A Splatoon is an online multiplayer shooter from Nintendo.
Okay.
Now that sounds like a weird concept, perhaps.
Yeah.
Nintendo not necessarily being into the slightly more violent genres out there. That said, Splatoon is a game that is much more about, well, it's about spraying your colors all over an environment.
Throwing 5 color throw-ups?
Yeah, exactly. Well, 2 colors in this case. Yeah, it's just 2 color pieces.
It's your ink, right? Because
Yes.
you're a squid kid.
You are a squid
team.
kid, and you have weaponized your ink.
That seems weird.
And teams of 4 jump into these environments, and you try to take the most turf using your colored ink.
Huh.
So we're just going to jump right in here and just get right into the multiplayer, because this is the...
where are you? Who are you?
I'm the one named Alex.
Okay. That's you.
Yes.
You. Okay, so you're just trying to cover as much territory in your pink ink?
Yes, we are Team Pink in this case. The colors are always randomly generated, so...
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And so you just spray as much. Now, you told me previously maybe some of the walls don't count. Is that true?
Yes, it is on the ground that counts toward your stuff. In this case, this here skate park ramp. Some of the ramps you can code as well.
Yeah, that's ground. That sounds like ground.
Yeah, it's essentially it's great. Anything you can kind of like stand on counts.
Okay.
And
but that being said, you're traversing in your own ink because you are that's part of the squid. That's more squid than kid.
Yep.
But you can go up walls, right?
You can go up walls as long as they are colored with your ink. So anything that is the wrong color will slow you down.
But you can go in it?
You can go in it, but it hurts you.
Okay.
Like I can be a squid here, but it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really work.
Poison.
Yeah. It just slows you way, way, way down to the point where like you're essentially stuck in one spot.
Don't do it.
Yeah, generally don't stand in another guy's ink. That guy had a giant roller.
That's a good weapon.
It is. So the weapon balance in it, there's these regular blasters. Like mine is a machine gun, so it has like the least amount of distance, but it shoots the most.
Do they call it a machine gun?
I forget what the actual name of this one is.
Ink repeater.
Oh God.
So is there a benefit? Do you get anything bonus to? I don't know. Let's stay in the Nintendo zone here. Putting another squid kid to sleep, making them respawn.
Yes, so
making it nap time.
When you do that, they respawn back at the beginning of the level from their side, so they lose territory. Now you can respawn further ahead in the level. I forget what the exact determination is for that, like where you can respawn. But in general, it starts you back where you were.
And that's not beneficial to them. Like you're not getting like points or anything like that for necessarily.
It counts in your tally, but the ink on the ground is the most important thing.
Always has been.
Yeah.
So on, we should also mention. Obviously, we're on the Wii U here.
Yes.
On your gamepad, there's not too much going on, but there is a little map that shows you how much area has been covered in your color ink.
Yes, and that is key because you got to keep track of the territory you've got. Because if you start losing, you got to start getting yourself to areas where your ink is not dominant.
Right, and it seems like you kind of, even without the map, you can kind of see pretty clearly near your base or your spawn point is covered, and just go until you don't see it anymore.
Exactly.
And does it also show you player locations on there?
Yes, it does, but only locations of my team, and it'll show you where like the opposing players died, but it will not show you their.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Respawned.
Okay, or despawned.
Yeah, where they have previously despawned. But it will. That's about the most of it you get.
And so you played a pre-release build of this, and I've watched you play a bit. These matches are pretty quick.
Yeah, they're like 3 minutes each.
Game. Don't come in here. Police tape is up.
I think we lost this one.
And that's what you saw pretty much on your screen. So no really need for another camera there, but
yeah, we lost.
Really, who's that cat?
Why is he so
the guy
who decides whether you have won or lost.
That's it. That's his role.
Yeah, he's your flag cat.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, guys. I'm a paid official here. Wow, you are really upset.
I mean,
what are the stakes here?
The stakes are, you know, death, like always, man.
That
you know,
cat,
the squid kids that lose the matches are summarily executed by the state of squid.
Is the cat just the next shot of him at a table with like calamari around him, just like and like a baseball hat twirling on the table? That cat looked really mad. So you've been
No, he's more indifferent than anything else.
Just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Why
just
am
like,
I even here? I got a little league softball game to do after this. I don't even want to be
When
here.
we go into the main menu, you'll see he's just sleeping, and he just doesn't really want to talk to you.
Judge Cat doesn't really give a crap.
Yep. All right, so we've gone.
You know I'm a cat. I eat fish, right?
We're Team Yellow now.
Okay. Get your ink on the ground.
Now, as you may have been noticing, I am turning into a squid at various times
That's
just
the
by
whole
holding
thing.
down the left trigger. That is actually probably my favorite part of the game because it helps you move super fast when you do this. Also, there are perks you can get.
What if you turn into a squid when you're not in your ink?
You just kind of are there.
Oh gosh, never do that again.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Is that like your real form?
I guess, yeah.
Oh
Or
my gosh.
one of my real forms. This isn't even my final form. I made that joke.
You did.
I totally made that joke. Please end me. When you turn into a squid, so I have a special perk here that actually makes me stealthy when I'm in the ink.
What does that mean?
That means that people can't see that I'm squidding around in there.
Oh, normally you can.
Normally there's like a little icon that says, hey, someone's squidding around over here.
Okay.
And that's how you kind of keep track of that stuff. But I have that perk, and that is, oh god! Oh, yeah, that's my own color, that's good.
How are you unlocking perk? Like, there's a level system here, right?
There is. I'll show that as soon as this match is over.
Okay.
But the perks come attached to your weapons and your clothing. There's a whole fashion element to this game in a sort of Animal Crossing-like way.
Squid's gotta look good.
I want to say this game was actually made by some portion of the Animal Crossing team.
If that were true, they would obviously be using the voice.
Also, there would be like more, mortgage rate, talk and such.
Tom Nook would just show up and being like, "Yo, you gotta pay for that gun, son."
See, now this I hate. There's whole swaths of our own territory here that are just not even inked over.
Oh,
Guys,
people just not a good job.
just not. You're not. We need total coverage, guys.
What are those? What are those things? Are those like squids behind you that didn't get transformed well? There was like jellyfish heads.
I did not even see.
Oh my gosh, they were like locked in a cage. It was probably the most disturbing thing I've seen in this game so far.
That was my special weapon, which I just unleashed.
Was that like a sonic?
It was just like a
boom?
big sonic blast. Anyone in that general vicinity would have been destroyed by the color yellow.
So no voice chat.
No voice chat at all.
And that's what I was kind of getting at with the Animal Crossing. You remember that little Animal Crossing voice communicator thing?
Yes, I do.
Not here. Not present.
Got him.
But it doesn't seem necessarily like you need to coordinate extremely tactically.
No, there are parts of the map where it's good to like make sure your person with your charge rifle, which is sort of the equivalent of the sniper rifle here, like there's a good spot for them to go up and take people out as needed. So sometimes coordinating that kind of stuff, like hey, make sure this guy with the roller is running around here instead of just trying to like flatten people constantly.
Oh, that guy, is that it, or is that just
that's a bazooka? That's a special weapon.
Okay. All right, we'll get into the upgrade stuff after because
Yeah.
it sounds like it's pretty deep here.
There's a decent amount.
Maps?
Yeah, so there's not a ton. I want to say there's like 6 or 7. I can't remember the exact number right off the top of my head, but it's not very many.
And how does it work with the rotation?
Maybe 8. So the way it works is that I want to say every few hours or so, there's the game cycles through different maps, and there's always 2 per mode. So for this mode, which is the regular gameplay mode, Turf War, we won! Yay!
Yeah.
For this, we have 2 maps that we can select. Once you reach level 10, there's a ranked mode, which is a slightly different mode, a different type of game, but it's still the same basic idea. That's a separate 2 maps that are cycled for those few hours, and then they change it up over
Are
time.
they always different, or it doesn't?
It's usually
random.
randomized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Every 2 hours?
I think it's every couple of hours.
So there are only 6. So you basically get.
I wish. Right off the top of my head, I cannot remember the exact number, but it is not a whole lot.
Fewer than 10, maybe?
It is definitely fewer than 10. I can tell you that.
All right, show me this upgrade mechanic.
Okay, so here's my character. Here's what I have so far. This is the weapon I'm currently using. Here's a few of the other ones I've purchased so
What
far.
is
This
that?
is the sniper rifle.
That's kind of cool. So you purchase them with what?
You purchase them with currency that you earn just by playing multiplayer games.
I'm sorry, does that say Swiffer?
Squiffer.
That doesn't sound like a good word.
Yeah, but so you can see on here, my sub thing is this point sensor. That's like the grenades I was throwing and what have you.
Okay.
Special is, in this case, a bubbler, which is like a shield that goes around me.
Around you. Okay.
Yes. Now, the perks are attached to your clothing. In this case, I'm wearing this hat, and this has this special saver, which reduces special gauge decrease after getting splatted.
Okay.
And then there's a second one that's randomized. You level these different pieces of clothing up just by playing with them.
Whoa.
And that unlocks additional perks for them.
And so each piece of clothing has a thing on it?
Yes.
Wow.
Every piece of clothing has a perk attached to it.
Are they passive? Like that one has a little shield icon on it?
Yeah, so that's just defense up.
Oh man, is it like speed up?
Here are my dope, like, two-tone ska
What's on the
shoes.
other ones? Yeah.
See this one, special saver, swim speed up, bomb range up.
bomb range.
And seeing the question mark, I haven't unlocked anything for these yet.
Got it. I'm sorry, so you're using what again to get your squid points? How are you getting those?
Just by playing. They just earn those, like you see at the tally at the end of every match.
Yeah.
It tells you like how much paint you put on the ground.
Okay.
That essentially becomes your experience points for leveling up, and you earn cash on top of that to go buy stuff here. I'm actually going to go into the plaza here, and I can show you where I'm buying stuff.
Okay, take me to Squid Town.
I'm gonna take you to Squid Town.
Let's go down to Squid Town.
Yeah.
Why aren't they in water?
They're half squids.
Okay.
They're highly
this
evolved.
is made by Animal Crossing people.
So yeah, you can see this is where the guns are. Obviously, there's more here.
Stack? Is he a hermit crab kid?
I don't really know what that dude's deal is.
He's like not a hermit crab.
Her hair is amazing.
She's like coral.
She's got like fish swimming in her hair.
That fish isn't gonna live. That's the thing that was locked up in a cage.
Well, this one got out and has started a small business.
I assume he's like a jellyfish.
It looks like it, yeah.
But I like to believe that. Okay, this is just getting weird, Alex.
What? Oh, it's getting weird.
Who is this guy?
He's I want to say like a prawn, maybe?
I want to assume that he is not even...
Shrimp kicks. He's a shrimp dude.
I want to assume that he's not even sentient, that this is just a large shrimp with somebody put a hat on that's just... I don't know. Yeah. Don't want to eat me.
But this is the main hub area. You can get to any of these individual places.
Oh, yeah? Wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is happening in here.
Totally. Yeah. There's all sorts of like Miiverse junk going on in this place.
Okay. What, the anime hole?
Annie and Mo.
Okay.
Yep.
I haven't read that wrong.
Oh, look, it's Squidward.
Squidward. Yeah.
So there's a few different things you can do in here. You can get to any of those individual places, like the lobby, the different stores and stuff, just by pressing a button on the gamepad.
Yeah.
Or you can just wander around in here, and I'll just show you a couple of things. Hey, here's the cat guy.
Don't bother me.
He's not interested in anything.
I don't want to be
here. Say.
Surrounded by all these.
He's
fish.
also just about the cutest goddamn thing.
You think he's cute?
Oh, I think he's adorable.
Oh man, he looks like a pretty angry fellow.
Yeah, he gives you a little bonus. Because I got a cool vibe. I'm pretty chill.
I feel like you should click on him and just make fart sounds. Yep.
Back here, there's this fellow who I haven't actually talked to yet in this
Hey,
build.
bro, what's up? What's happening, mate?
So his whole deal is that...
What? Wait.
Said you're too fresh to be a cop.
He's checking to see if you're a cop?
Yeah, he was asking if I was a
Who
cop.
is this guy? Don't talk to this guy.
He's a black market gear dealer.
Oh my god, he's an urchin. He's literally a street urchin.
He's literally a street urchin. That's actually happening. So this guy's deal is that if you see gear on players in the plaza or elsewhere that you like, just walk up, press it, and then you can order it from him.
Oh, and he's
your black market guy. He'll get you some stuff.
But the way they're writing him is like a little
chav,
British. Do they call him?
Yeah, he's a little Britishy.
You see that thing like freaking out by his legs, right?
Yes.
Okay, you see that like he is holding things hostage there. Whatever
hostage is such a loaded term. They're guests in his alley. I'm sure it's fine. Also, there's a single-player component to this game.
What is that guy in the sewer?
That's what we're gonna find out.
You just wait. I don't. Are you Ink?
I am many things. I am Legion. So the single-player campaign is a trek through a variety of little levels here, helping out this guy, Captain Cuttlefish, who he believes these Octarians
Yes.
who are these evil octopus people, are trying to take over. They stole a giant zap fish thing, which has some significance here. I don't know.
Let me pause you for a second before you get into the Octarian lore.
Yes.
For those watching, you've got the camera mapped to the motion controls of the Wii U gamepad, which is why it's kind of bopping around every once in a while. It's not you just fiddling with the stick.
No.
And now you have the option to change that to a thumbstick, but you got used to the Wii U gamepad?
I did. I never thought I would come to this. I'm generally speaking not a fan of motion controls in just about anything. I started using this because initially I couldn't find where the option to switch it back to right stick controls were. Pro tip, literally just go into the menu in the plaza, in the options menu, it's like right there. I was dumb and did not see it. That said, I got so used to the motion controls that I could not go back to the right stick.
Interesting. And so they seem to be working well for you.
Yeah, they are. Like I feel like it's helped my aim a lot. It's generally it works. It takes getting used to. Sure. I am in no way suggesting that it is easy. It took me a full day to like actually get used to it.
Acclimate.
But now I feel like I can shoot so much better.
Huh.
And the way they map it to just mostly the up and down axis, like you can turn, I can tilt it if I want, but I don't need to. I can use the right stick just to turn it left and right.
Interesting. All right. I guess it's like one of those get your hands on it kind of thing.
Exactly.
What is going on? Why are you changing into like different costumes?
That's just like a power up. But so these levels have this kind of like Mario Galaxy-like element to them, where you're just kind of floating from place to place, solving these little puzzles that are kind of based around the various paint splattering mechanics.
What's the puzzle?
The puzzle is just figure out how to get out and get through here, quickly. There are some that are like weirdly gravity-defying. Some are just, just try and navigate these tight panels or find like these invisible panels by splattering ink everywhere. That kind of stuff.
That's cool. So it's more than just like old-style Battlefield play with spots kind of thing.
You're not just running around shooting things all the time. Like there are puzzle elements to it. And I think it's actually pretty well done. Some of the boss fights are pretty cool too. I'm actually be able to show one after this.
Do you gain levels for doing this stuff?
It's separate. Like you can upgrade equipment here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up there and get that.
You gotta jump from the other one. Is there a jump button?
Oh, I can jump from here. Yeah, that's where it is. There is a jump button, but you kind of need the ink jump to get up to distances like this. Let's check this out.
Oh yeah, you did it.
Hell yeah.
What is the little meter is that how long you can stay in the ink when you're...
That's my ink filling back up.
Oh, you run out of...
You can run out of ink if you're just shooting it constantly, so you have to be able to fill that back up over time.
Okay, and by going into the ink, that's one
Going into the ink is how you refill it, yeah.
Okay. What if you have no ink to shoot and you're in a spot where you just like dumped in the air or something?
Well, then you're kind of fucked.
Okay. Can you aim straight up? Oh,
not with this weapon, but yes, I can.
And does the ink come back down?
Yes, like so.
Oh yeah, it totally does, making it rain.
There are physics.
Oh wow.
In this game. Important physics. It's worth noting these are like the earliest levels in the game. They actually do get a good bit harder once you get a couple of worlds deep.
Well, you were pretty far in that pre-release build. And
I was.
That did not transfer over, right?
No. So this is the full retail build. The review build, I could still go back and play the single player stuff in that, but I think the servers are all dead on that one now.
Got it. Yeah, oddly enough, got this off the back of a truck that just pulled up.
Yeah,
here.
Weird.
The truck was wet, like it had traveled across maybe an ocean.
Yeah, the guy was also named Vinny, and he was just like, "Hey, you want some product? We got it right here."
Listen, I kind of made a mistake here. I've got a truck full of Splatoon. I don't even know what this is.
My kids told me it was great, but
my boss ain't too happy. Okay.
I'm always so glad when you're willing to endure my bad Italian stereotype.
No, it's a good. That's the good stuff.
All right.
I thought he said, "Get the truck full of silver spoons." I'm kind of an idiot.
All right, so here's our first. This is the very first boss in the game here.
A boss.
Yeah, they got bosses. Every world's got a boss.
Uh-oh. What's that thing in there?
That's the thing that is the evil villain.
And
now you gotta fight this guy. Well,
what?
so that's the fish that you're trying to rescue in this level.
What?
So what I gotta do is
What?
I gotta get up here.
Wait,
and shoot.
You should be asking more questions. What?
What am I? What should I be asking, Vinny?
Nothing.
You sure? I don't see what's weird about this.
What?
I genuinely, I feel like this is just, you know.
I may have had some bad Dunkin' Donuts coffee this morning.
Or really good Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
What, and like when you, is that squid blood? It's ink.
Blood is
Ink?
such a...
Okay, it's ink.
It's ink. It is evil ink.
This looks like a Persona fight.
Really?
Yes. It looks like Chie should come drop out of the sky and galactic punt that motherfucker off the stage.
Well, you'll have to settle for me, unfortunately.
Okay, can you galactic punt that thing?
I mean, I don't think I... Maybe. Didn't get it that time. But it's okay.
But he's getting all puzzly.
Yeah.
Puzzle
So
boss.
I have to find a way to make that stuff line up so I can jump up there.
Nobody likes the puzzle boss.
Well, they're all kind of puzzle bosses, so you're
You made
Got it. Eat it! Again, first boss, they do get a little tougher.
I don't want to see this. I'm closing my eye. What is even happening? This is a kid's game. What is
They're
going on?
robot legs, don't worry. There's nothing between there. Just metal. It's just metal and death. Don't worry about
I like
it.
that you've confirmed this for me.
Yeah, no, I did the research, okay? I put in the work ahead of time. Thank you very much.
I've checked this out. Don't worry. Oh, I'm glad. Was that that's a good? That's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the work. Save that thing. All right, we're gonna go back into multiplayer because that's where the meat of this stuff is. So the single player is not very long. It's probably like 4 or 5 hours total.
Okay.
But it's actually really good. It's surprisingly good. But again, the draw of this game is the multiplayer.
Oh, I don't know. That seems all right for me.
It's all right, but it's it doesn't last very long, and it does start to repeat some ideas over time. Again, I think that the...
Wait, what are you going to unplug?
Well, this explodes, and that gives me the portal to the next section of the single player. All right, so I could do that, but I'm just... Play more single player yourself. It's worth digging into. You get some special gear, I think, too, for completing the single player campaign.
Frame rate seems to dip a little bit in that hub.
Just in that hub area, yeah. You'll see the frame rate dip sometimes in the multiplayer when there's a little lag, like it gets kind of sluggish.
Okay.
But I've only had that a handful of times. In general, even last night when I started playing against mostly Japanese players,
I was just going to say...
I was not getting a lot of lag.
Okay. They're obviously not regionalizing these servers.
Yeah. It's
So
just
games are just happening.
Games are just happening everywhere, man. I'm orange now. Maybe I'll try a different gun after this match.
I wonder if they randomize the colors. I mean...
They do randomize the colors.
well, I mean, to a point where they've colorblind tested this to be like, these are going to be always really separate colors.
I just assumed they went for the most neon they could of everything, so it would definitely be easy to differentiate.
Okay. Yeah, so far I have not had a problem. Like, it's not like I've seen purple and blue, or at least shades of purple and blue that I can't distinguish yet.
Right. Got her.
It's not the point, man.
No, it is.
You're here to ink the ground.
It's the sub point. It's the second point. The first point, get the ink on the ground. Second point, keep the other people away from your shit.
Can you win a match by
just shooting people?
No. By like getting to their spawn point and doing anything nasty.
So there's a shield around their spawn point. So there's a very specific zone that no one else can get into.
So you can't like camp it.
No, I mean you can camp it to a point, but then like once everyone starts spawning in there, chances are you aren't going to survive 4 people all spawning in there at once. You know.
Okay. What's a I don't know. You're probably the person I know that's played the most Splatoon.
Yeah.
What's some high level Splatoon tactics here?
People who are really good with the charge gun are incredibly pain in the ass to deal with. That snipe, like it's a one-shot kill a lot of times, and if you're good with it and you know where to position yourself, you can do some damage.
So is there would you say there's a merit to just being a PK, just going in there and taking out other players?
I think there's merit to it. The main thing is that when the game generates teams, there is no selecting your teams. It is a lobby full of 8 people, and it will randomly put you on a team with
Oh, so
3 others.
This isn't like a class-based thing. It's not like
No.
you know that you're going to be the sniper. You know
You do what you're good at. If you're good at putting ink on the ground, put ink on the ground. If you're good at taking out other players, put some ink on the ground and then take out other players.
Okay.
That's the key strategy.
But you could wind up on a team with like 4 snipers.
Yeah, which is not a great way to go.
Do you do
necessarily.
loadouts that you can change once you're in the game?
There's not really loadouts, but you can I mean, you have to back out of the main menus, but like you can pretty easily just change your gear as needed.
But once the match starts,
Once the match starts, you can.
Okay. Can you get friends together?
Yeah, you can have like friend matches, but like it has to be a lobby full of 8 people for the game to go.
But you can like group up so that if you have 4 people, can I get 4 people to travel with me?
No. So you can't create. Well, okay.
I want like a party system. I want like, hey, so like you, me, Dan, and Jason are gonna go play some.
You can invite friends to matches, but there is not like there's a version of it that says like play with friends.
Okay, maybe we can look at that
Yeah.
after.
I don't think any of my friends are playing, but we can check that out.
The pace is real fast.
It is. And that's kind of what I love about it, is that you know, again, there's not a ton of map variety yet. They're talking about a download or an update in a month or 2 that's supposed to add more maps, more modes, more guns, etc.
Don't interrupt.
I won!
Hey, you guys win.
By 0.7% on that one.
Take it, man.
So there will be more stuff, but I think that the repetition is kind of lessened.
And they said free, right?
Yeah. The repetition is lessened a little bit by how frenetic everything is. Like, it's not, like, learning the map geometry is great and everything, but, like, it's just run around, just shoot shit.
Yeah.
Just have fucking, you know, have a crazy time with it.
Yeah. What can I see the matchmaking?
Yeah, so here's the join friends in battle. Just
Okay.
here's your friends list, which mine is actually kind of sad.
So when you say, all right, so what would you do? You'd say, hey, send them an invite or something?
Let's see. Yeah, so that's where we're at with this right now.
Okay, so I'm still...
So I think what happens is you can just join friends that are in lobbies or...
So maybe not like a party system traditionally.
Yeah,
like, hey,
it doesn't seem like
let's
it's-
all travel together in the same thing here.
Yeah, the problem I had was I couldn't find any friends online before. I'm going to try and do that this weekend before I
Okay.
review it so I can get all that stuff kind of squared away.
That's maybe a little bit of a bummer to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I just want to keep it playing over and over with you guys.
Like, I'm pretty into the idea of no voice chat because I don't think it's really necessary. And I think
Sure.
some of the things they've done, like the constant randomization is a good thing, but it would be nice if you could create more specific private matches. Again, I haven't messed with any of that stuff yet. I'm going to mess with it over the weekend.
Yeah.
I also haven't really had a chance to do any ranked matches yet because
You have to
no
hit
one was
10?
playing ranked matches in the review build.
And you have to be level 10, right?
Yes, you have to be level 10 to even do those.
Leveling up pretty quick?
Yeah, I mean, I started at level 1 last night and I got to 6 before I went to bed.
Oh, wow.
Winning gives you bonuses, so that's kind of, you want to win. You should
Sick
win.
helmet, man.
Yeah. Some of the gear I've seen is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to them adding more of it.
You got a mention from the chat here. The former group with your friends function is coming in a later update.
Okay.
Maybe August. It was in the Nintendo Direct a few weeks ago. Thanks.
That was the one I missed.
Oh, but oh boy. I'm gonna go with Memento Mori.
Oof. Oh, I was gonna change guns. I'll do that next time. Sorry.
No, you ink like you gotta ink, man. Environmental stuff? Like barrels or power-ups that you can find on the ground or anything?
Not anything quite like that, no.
Quad damage?
Wow. That's
a power-up.
Yeah, the power-ups are all more just attached to your weapons and such. Like, there are parts of the environment that are sometimes hard to navigate. Like, there's certain things you can't ink, so you have to sort of navigate around those.
But it's not like you find like a hidden area that is just like hard to get to that you can just dump ink into that nobody else can get to.
I mean, there's like a sniper area that's, you know, like you have to find that wall and then you have to jump up or whatever. Like, there are a few little hidden spots, but nothing like crazy.
All right. What is that?
I keep forgetting to throw out my ink shower. So that's a way, like, if there's like a good choke point that you want to keep players out of, like, that's a good thing to throw down.
Do you have to destroy it or run out?
It does eventually run out, but it's much faster to destroy it.
Okay.
So you want to kind of try and shoot those as soon as you see them.
Oh, you got,
I got him.
rolled.
I got him
You
too.
took them both out?
Yeah, it was a double kill.
Yeah, that
Sorry,
roller
splat,
looks-
not
splat,
kill.
yeah.
We don't kill, we splat.
No, we splat.
I don't know. maybe this doesn't make sense to anyone else than me in my brain, but I feel like this game is kind of the Nickelodeon game show I never knew I was missing.
Sure, they're just spraying gack all over the walls.
They're spraying gack all over the place. It's just running around with like silly, paintball guns or whatever. In this case, ink guns. And I don't know. It just has the vibe and the aesthetic of like mid '90s Nickelodeon. Mark Summers should be like yelling at me.
Oh, and hey, you won this Casio keyboard, Ink Kid.
Woo!
Yeah, and 5 nights for your family down at Palm Springs.
Where's that?
Don't worry about it. Ask your mom.
I'm on Disney World.
Nope, we can't afford that.
Wait, what are they? No, they were at Universal Studios with a lot of that stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Orlando.
So Faris, I'm getting it right, says, tell Alex that he can super jump to his teammates by tapping them on the gamepad. It's a
that's
really
right. Yeah, that's
feature.
where the
After
spawning
respawn.
thing is. Yeah, I always forget about that. I've done it a few times, but then I always just forget it's there. I also sometimes like spawning back at the main point because that means I can run back and fix any areas that anyone has fucked up in our general territory. But if you're dominating, it's a good idea to do that because then you can just get back to where you were and
So is it like spawn on friend?
Yeah, it's spawn on teammate.
Okay. Game.
I think we won that one. I'm gonna try a different
Ooh,
weapon
I
now.
don't know. Good bad guys. Wait, somebody plays the good guys and somebody plays the bad guys?
Bad guys is the other team.
Okay.
That's just the way they phrase it.
Misunderstood guys.
I'm gonna get one of those ink rollers. I don't think I have one of those yet.
You can purchase it with your points.
Yeah, I got enough.
Oh yeah, level 7.
Hell yeah.
Do you get anything aside from
It's mostly bragging rights.
kudos? Yeah.
Bragging rights, and so
Admission into the ranked matches.
so you can't buy stuff in the main the hub area until you reach a certain rank. You can't buy shoes and like clothing until you're like level 4.
Ain't that the way?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh hey, there's a new splat thing.
Horseshoe crab? Horseshoe? Horsefish?
I don't know what this dude's.
What is that?
I think it's
You know those ones with the big...
horseshoe crab. I
Is it
stepped on one
horseshoe
of their
crab?
shells once. It did like stab me in the foot. It was terrible.
Yeah, they don't like people.
Well, no, it was dead.
Stepping on-
It was just like it was just the shell, but it was
Oh.
on the beach, and I accidentally stepped on it.
This guy is rapping to you.
Yeah, so I got some blueprints when I was playing the single player that will unlock new special weapons in here that you can then buy.
Okay. Is he just kind of telling you all about?
Yeah. So that's the new weapon that I managed to find here. But I'm gonna go buy the splat roller because I haven't really messed around with the splat roller too much. And I feel like that's the most different from all the other guns.
Yeah, it seems like it's almost like their melee weapon.
Yeah, you can spread,
Okay.
ink at people
by whipping it around.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, it's just huge.
Yeah, look at the size of that stupid thing.
Yeah, I feel like you're totally right. There is some kind of or Hasbro tie-in for like ink weapons that shoot. Well, I had a gun I had a projectile weapon, let's say, as a kid that was supposed to shoot like a jelly thing, like almost like a gack thing. It sucked.
Yeah.
It was like a spring-loaded. My brothers and I got him, and he just like pulled the trigger, and a plunger pushes forward and shoots a little like blop.
Yeah.
It sucked. It was not fun. I forget what it was called. But this, collect them all. There are like
there are amiibo.
So what do you do with them?
So those just launched today, the Splatoon amiibo, along with the other 4th wave amiibo, which I forget who's even in there. I think there's like a Silver Bowser's. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't pay that much attention to amiibo.
I still don't quite understand where all the amiibos fit into what properties.
So in this game, if you use the Squid Kid amiibo, it unlocks additional levels in the single player.
What?
Yeah, those levels are basically remixes of existing levels.
Okay.
So it's not anything super crazy.
Uh-oh.
I've had this happen a couple of times. Sometimes it just doesn't connect right. I haven't had any games drop out from under me though.
Okay.
Like when I've been in a game, I've never had one die.
Okay. So you put it on and you just immediately take it off. Is that how even amiibos work? You don't need to keep it on the gamepad.
I don't think you have to keep it on.
That would be pretty tough to play.
I think it just has to. You have to scan it, and that's kind of that.
You don't get any like you don't play as a certain amiibo person. I can't put Bowser on here and then play as Bowser.
No.
Oh.
No.
I can't play as.
No, that would be too good of an idea to be an amiibo thing.
Okay.
I think amiibo are just about the most useless of the toys to life things, but that said...
Hey, they're just getting there. How much character customization can you do?
it's all just clothing, pretty much. Like, when you create a character at the beginning, it is...
Sorry.
So, when you create a character at the beginning, you can choose the gender, and you choose the The basic look, like just the eye, like the color.
Okay, like eye shape,
Yeah,
eye color.
no, just eye color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And like skin tone?
Yes.
Okay. Ear length?
So that's the sort of melee
Oh,
attack
yeah, I see,
here.
I see. That looks pretty all right.
Yeah, it's okay. It does the job. You know, it doesn't have much distance, and if anyone sort of, you know, is able to shoot you from any kind of distance, you're kind of screwed.
But when you roll over them, it seems like you do some damage.
Yes. No, anytime you roll over someone, they are instantly splatted. Or unless they have that shield.
Yeah.
That's sort of the flip side to that.
The counter.
This is a good weapon. I like this. It's just, you basically have to dedicate yourself to being the main ink person when you have this. Like, you have to get up there and just start rolling over everything.
So look forward to that first patch where they nerf the ink roller.
Yeah.
Ink roller OP. That shield person knows what they're doing.
Yeah, they really don't like me very much, which
Jake
I respect it.
Is on the case.
Next time I'll try to remember to spawn to one of my teammates.
What's the little radar you got going on?
Which radar?
Like when you're underground, is it to show you what direction? What is that? Okay, what is that now?
Got him.
These lasers on you.
I think it's just telling me where my opponents are at the moment.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's one of the...
Like,
yeah, it's like a little radar thing.
I guess when you were underground, there were like arrows. Is it just showing what direction you're facing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that turret? Oh, it's a satellite dish?
That's I think that's just like the tracker thing that's like letting me know where my opponents are.
Okay.
We're kind of housing this team right now.
Another tip from Erebuster here, make sure Alex uses that special when it's charged.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use it. It's like right there. And this is a good one because that's that squid that just sort of is like, I think it's temporary invincibility.
Okay. How do you charge it up?
Just by putting ink on the ground, man. Just
So
like
that's
everything
you
else.
charging it in the upper corner there?
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna take forever.
Yeah, this one's taking a little while.
You gotta go find some.
You gotta go find something to ink.
Go get deep into their territory.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see it filling up there.
Yeah, now it's going.
And there are perks for like you can do this.
Get him!
Oh, damn.
At least you don't lose the charge. Oh, you're so close.
Well, you do lose a little bit of it when you spawn back.
Oh, you did lose. You lost a significant amount.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. That's only fair.
Yeah, I think so.
See now, if you were gonna be a jerk, right? You would.
I mean, I am a jerk.
Fill up your ink canister with their color ink, and then just have your teammate just ride over it, so you can just fill that thing up. You know, just go
yeah. Sadly, that feature's not in, but maybe in the next update.
Oh, you guys win. That's all right. You kids are great. I love this job. I'm massive. I bust your chops. That's what I do. Let's get you leveled up again. I do want to see that special. Do you get to pick it?
What do you mean?
The special move?
So the special is attached to whatever gun you're using.
Okay, so I'd like to see it if we can do it again.
Yeah, let's do one more.
How's the soundtrack been?
It's good. I think the single player levels have slightly better music than the multiplayer. There's some weird, really weird, interesting music in there. But in general, I like it. I like the little, you know, reggae-infused menu music and such.
We've got another question here. Again, we're doing this live for people who are watching it recorded.
Yeah.
Allo81 says, has Alex pressed the booyah button yet? Which is down on that D-pad. Okay,
I just did.
You did.
I did that for you.
What does that do?
It just said, I say booyah.
Other like up on the left and right are other commands? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's Nintendo's version of a teabag, basically.
Yep.
You splat a guy and then booyah.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh, it's on. Oh,
I killed him.
Okay,
that's what matters. Splatted. Sorry, I have to start using death terminology because there is no death.
No.
There is only splatting.
I don't really understand. I'm gonna have to go read some of the books.
Yeah, go read some of the read up on the lore.
Yeah, I'll find out.
The rich textured fiction of Splatoon.
This is our dark future. This is what happens if we keep the water level, sea levels keep rising. This is a natural conclusion to Waterworld. Oh man.
Ugh. I did manage to kill that shower thing.
You know, now that you're trying to charge up this,
I should actually be jumping ahead here. Oh, hey.
Oh!
Eat it.
But man, you're taking it too. Do you have a shield or anything? Uh-oh.
Oh wait, I didn't hit that. I
What-
keep forgetting what the
what
exact
is that?
button. That's the thing that lets you spawn in other places. I keep forgetting what the actual button. Someone tell me what the actual button combination is for that.
To spawn on somebody else?
Yeah.
They said you just tap on them on the...
I did that, but then it
Okay.
didn't. It just sort of didn't do it. So I'm not
Okay.
really sure what the issue was there. Someone tell me what to do.
Okay. I'll look in the... See, in that
Somehow I've
chat.
been playing for this for weeks, and I still haven't managed to figure out exactly what the combination is for that. So I'm an idiot. All right, here we go. I'm almost charged up.
How's the movement feel?
Good.
Can they shoot you when you're under water? Under ink?
They can. If they start shooting the area of the ink that you are in, you will be damaged.
Oh, you almost got it! You almost got it! Do it! Now what are you? You're
Ugh.
just frightening. What? What? So you were
was it.
invincible?
Yeah, so I could have just, if I had not gotten stuck in that sound wave there, I would have been able to do more.
Oh,
but-
you would have just cruised right over all
Yeah.
their stuff. Okay, I could see why that would be pretty useful.
There it goes. There, I did it. I did it.
Moment Morium again says you tap their name on the right side of the game.
I did tap
Okay.
it, but before it wasn't doing it, so I must have just done it in the
We
wrong
need to
order.
wait a few seconds after spawning.
Okay,
Come
that
from-
makes a surprising amount of sense.
Wicked. So this is out. This should be out now, right?
Yeah, it is out in the store. I downloaded it last night.
Whee!
Look at that. That is extremely effective and
That's
useful, and
pretty
everyone should
helpful.
do that.
Okay.
That's my hot take on that.
$60?
$60, which I can understand why some people might be a little tentative about that, given that there is a limited number of maps and things.
But now, yeah, good job, kids. Now that I've actually seen what you're doing here, it seems like, aside from maybe the map stuff, seems pretty robust. Actually.
It is, and I honestly, you know, like I said, I've been playing for a couple weeks now. I've been having a ton of fun with it, and I haven't gotten bored. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I haven't gotten bored with the variety that's there.
It just kind of seems fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it.
Well, how about we give the folks one last chance at any questions here?
Yep.
Last round here.
I'm gonna switch guns again.
Okay, one more match, and then we'll call it here.
Yeah.
Any other questions, just hit me up in the chat, and we'll try and answer them. Otherwise, I think we're going to...
I'll try the sniper. I'm really bad with the sniper rifle, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
'Cause, you know,
What's its super?
let's see. It is. So this is another point sensor, and then the bubbler. So the shield around me.
Okay.
That should come in handy.
Don't. You're not going to make it to level 10 in this.
Not in this one.
Okay. But you're getting there.
Yeah. Oops.
Don't. So is there a package with the amiibo? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know that they released the amiibo today.
Okay.
I don't know if they're doing any sort of like pack-in deal with it or not. They did not send us the amiibo.
Question coming in from Kiersey the Beard, I'll go with. Any split screen? Any local?
No. So
Okay.
there's a dual mode where you can play against another player.
How do you do
It's so that's the thing, is that it's just like a one-on-one kind of thing. I think I haven't had a chance to really mess with that too much yet.
Would that be somebody using the gamepad and then somebody using the TV screen?
I think so. I don't honestly. That's
Okay.
another mode I have not tested. I was going to test that out this weekend with
Okay.
the
That'll be
girlfriend.
interesting.
Like I said, I'm going to take the weekend to test, make sure the servers hold up and whatever. But I'm going to try and review it on Monday. Let's see if I can get a sniping point.
Again, on the gamepad, we don't have a camera set up to show, but it's basically just a map. The map you see at the end of the game, and the player names on the side.
Yeah.
There
we go.
The only other thing that is interesting about what's going on in the gamepad so far that I guess I've seen is during the load screen, there's this doodle jump-esque little mini game you can play, right?
Yes, there's a little squid thing where you just kind of jump around, and it's you know, it's a way to kill some time if you have time to kill.
It's like the Dragon Ball Z games during the load, you can like tap all
this
the
guy.
buttons. This guy's trying to...
Like I said, I'm horrendous with this gun, so this will probably end badly.
They're popping those shields a lot.
Yeah.
Alex, you thinking about doing a review?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and review it on Monday.
Any sense for how many weapons overall from
So there's like
Tiffany Tryhard?
I want to say there's like 5 weapon types, but the actual number of available, because the variations depend on like which types of Like, there's stats for each gun.
Okay.
And there are varying levels of each type of gun, and those different levels come with different, How am I not shooting this person? Like I said.
Well, that sniper doesn't seem to have a very big blast radius.
Yeah. This is still a pretty early version of that gun, too, so... but yeah, there's not like you know, a huge variety of weapons. It's more like you get different grenades with this version, or you get a different special that goes with this version. I think the stats change a little bit too. Got her. All right.
You know, it's funny, the loading screen minigame. I thought that was like my understanding was always like copyrighted by like Konami or somebody.
Really?
So no, yeah, that's why nobody else can do it. But I wonder if it's on a separate screen, if that counts as something.
That's a good point. Once again, the gamepad proves weirdly useful.
Maybe.
Unusually useful.
Shozo asked, do you think you can unlock any other phrases other than "come on" and "booyah"?
As far as I know, these are the only two. I've not seen any others, but that does not mean they are not there.
Gravy Train says, tell Alex not to work too much on reviewing this weekend. Work-life balance. But you're having fun.
And if I hated this game, you know, that would be one thing, but I don't.
Manboy Justin says, are you fighting with Japanese players a lot?
I have been, yeah. And let me tell you, they take this shit real seriously.
They're pretty...
They are ill about their Splatoon strategies.
Oh, Zorak says that copyright expired in October.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, man. That's
timed it
probably
just
the most
right.
exciting thing I've heard. Can we get loading screen mini games and everything?
More of it.
Do you imagine them in Bloodborne? It would make everything so much better.
That would be awesome.
Well, okay, I think that's about it. We'll put this up in a little while.
Yeah.
But boy, that seems really fun, and I'm pretty excited to see that minigame patent having expired.
Let's see what we can get out of that. Hopefully some good stuff.
I guess it was Namco, not Konami.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense.
But yeah, this is Splatoon. It is out now. I am going to be playing all weekend.
Don't do that.
Look at this.
Don't do that. Can you switch the controls here to the thumbstick?
Yeah.
Let's see how. Let's see what like that turn radius is, if you can set it. You switched it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Looks about the same. Maybe a little faster with the motion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go away, walk around a little bit, see if you can find some. There you go. That's what you're looking for, right? I'm a squid now. I'm a kid now. Yeah, these are all good. Who needs Call of Duty?
I love the Miiverse.
Miiverse, that's a pretty good drawing.
Yeah.
Is that a blooper? I'm a squid now.
Hell yeah, you are. Inkvade the Smash 4 ballot.
I don't know what that is. Squidbillies.
Yes, that was a television program.
You remember that? Jeez,
I do.
That was a weird one.
It was a weird one.
Okay. Sure, that's that person's character. So excited.
And I think that's where I'm going to leave it.
So excited. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you guys for joining us. That's going to end our live Quid Look.
Quid Look.
I did not.
Squid Look.
Let's get out of here.
See you guys splatting this weekend.
Okay. Bye, Alex.
Bye.